So, you've shuffled the cards and followed Spirit's guidance as you've pulled each card. Some even jumped right out at you. And there in your spread is the Page of Wands. A very fancily dressed young person in a jaunty cap, staring up in wonder at the leaves sprouting from their staff. As a novice reader, I didn't pay very much attention to the court cards, except the queens. When I saw a queen, my day was made. But the male-coded court cards just sort of fell flat for me, which was fine, as I believe I still got the message needed from my early readings. At the end of the day, intuition is everything. And when we try any sort of magic with an earnest heart, I feel that we will always receive some benefit, even if we don't do it perfectly or know everything. In fact, wouldn't you know it, that is kind of what the page is all about. The page is the child of their respective suit, and in some ways, the fool of their suit. In the Page of Wands, we have the beginner of fire. Everything is new to him. He is filled with wonder. The magic of young leaves is still miraculous to him. He is a student, but he also carries a message to those older and more experienced than him, like the king and the queen. Perhaps his message to them is to not forget how to be the page. When times change and new cycles begin, it is important to remember how to be a page, as pages also serve and help others. Because if you try to stay stiffly in your kingly throne, you're probably gonna miss a lot. Now, let us see what message the page delivered to our wonderful companion, Mary.
The sun has warmed the earth and life is beginning to thaw. What once was stagnant and cold is now a fresh opportunity. A juvenile squirrel sits at the base of an ancient tree. He sees so much that is new, and it all fights for his attention. The muchness can be overwhelming, but with action, excitement, and determination, so much can be achieved. The squirrel meets this chance without pause. The Page of Wands invites us to embrace this opportunity with the same enthusiasm. The ignition point has already occurred, and now the flames are quickly spreading. Let your inspirations guide you. Welcome the onset of energy and opportunity and step into this next chapter of growth.
Oh, Mary, your page is so precious. The sweetness of that little paw against the giant trunk of the tree who has seen and known countless years. And the sweet little squirrel just reaches out to connect with that. May we all be the little squirrel. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Mary. It is now time to meet with our dear companion, Marion Marou, see her lovely art, hear her meditation delicately read by Leah, and musically interpreted by Erno.
A meditation on the Page of Wands. A very tiny piece of earth is passing by, so tiny and ethereal that it is hardly to be seen, more an idea of earth than it would be reality, but curious, playful, spontaneous, and impulsive, and full of lust for an adventure, a herald of existence. Enchanted by a radiating shine, so warm, so bright, so clear, a delicate whisper that echoes through the nothingness. The spark of earth is coming close and closer, and yes, oh, closest, so close that it is drawn into this world of light, allowing itself to be embraced, devoured. It adds substance to the dream, a sort of density, fixing the light within the nothingness, not anymore in nowhere, but now a pulsing somewhere. To be continued.
Oh, Marou, Leah, and Erno, that was so lovely. Seeing how the element of earth adventures into the dream of fire to bring substance is so very brilliant. I am absolutely excited for the continuation of the dream of fire as Marou and her loved ones bring it into reality. Thank you all so much. I now interrupt this broadcast with a very special message about salamanders. If you've been around the Tarot Plea videos for a while, you will know of my obsession with little slimy guys. Also, big thanks to my beloved brother Ethan, circa 2011, for this photo. Ethan is a veteran salamander searcher and a very magic nature boy. Worms, slugs, and of course salamanders. I love them all. I can't get enough of them. If I see them as I'm going about my life, instant love heart eyes. But the Court of Wands also loves salamanders, which, while I applaud, it is very confusing to me, as I personally associate them with moisture and coolness, not fire. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love little slimy guys. They inhabit places that I feel comfortable and happy in, being a very heat-sensitive person who hates the feeling of direct sunlight. I know, that is a bit of a contradiction for someone becoming a druid, but it just is what it is. I'm a shadows baby. I'm a overcast day, nighttime moon baby, but I'm still allowed to become a druid. Anyway, so I went on a little adventure. It turns out salamanders have been associated with fire possibly farther back than even old Aristotle. Salamanders like to hang out in decomposing logs. And so it is possible that when someone tried to add one of these logs to the fire, the salamanders evacuated quickly for safety. So somehow we ended up with salamanders being born from the fire, inhabiting fire, being fireproof, and even capable of creating fire and also extinguishing it. It is horrifying for me to imagine people testing the theory of salamanders being fireproof, so don't you dare put those sweet babies in a fire or I will haunt you. The alchemists loved the salamander as their fire elemental, and it is the only tangible creature in the lineup of sylphs for air, undines for water, and gnomes for earth. Salamanders also symbolize transformation, as they can regenerate limbs and even organs, which is a true and tantalizing fact. Obviously, Waite and Pixie loved fiery salamanders too. The page and the knight's clothes are decorated in half-circle salamanders, and the king is emblazoned with full-circle salamanders, and he even has a little buddy with him. And my heart feels that having a live salamander make an appearance had to be Pixie's idea. I have no proof, but that is what my heart tells me, because it is so cute and meaningful, and I am likely to rave about that in future. Okay, now that I have gotten that out of my system, It's been boiling in there, guys, for a while. And I've linked one of my favorite videos about salamander lore in the description box below. I don't think anyone will be surprised by my page of wands. The great crested newt larva knew nothing of her greatness when she hatched from her egg that her mother had carefully wrapped in the pond's vegetation. She was happy with just her gills, searching for food in the wondrous, fertile murkiness. Yet, as the summer unfolded, she was in the process of metamorphosis. She was sprouting limbs, and within her grew tender little lungs. A shaft of bright sunlight reached through the thick vegetative greens of the water's surface, and she felt the call of that light. Her growing legs wriggled at the sight of it, her developing insides in awe of it. And somehow, she knew that someday, soon, she would follow that shaft of light up into an unknown alien world. The light was her destiny, just as much as the shadows of the water, and she was filled with joy. Ah, the wonderful page of wands. It is definitely worthwhile to pay attention to the little guys, because honestly, we are just little guys. Next week, we are about to get wild with the page's older sibling, the Knight of Wands. If you would like to join us, there is information in the description box below, and we would be happy to have you join us on this adventure. I wish to give a full fireworks show of thank yous to our wonderful companions, Mary, Ethan, Marion Marou, Leah, Herald, Natura of the Mists, Joanna, George, and my beloved husband, Alex. And we will see y'all later. Bye.